So, we all know therapeutic exercise is typically meant for helping promote strength, flexibility, and typically one single parameter. When you're doing exercises that are meant to focus on multiple things besides strengthening, like working on somebody's ability to go back to their job, therapeutic activity is what you should be trying to bill for. So, therapeutic activity is defined as the use of dynamic activities to improve functional performance. And so some of these websites, and I'm going to put this in the link at the end. One of the biggest things that I saw is if you're thinking about any exercise or any task that ends in ing, so anything that's like an ing, so carrying, lifting, handling, reaching, transferring and transporting to improve overall function. So, specific exercises they give and they offer are things like hand assembly activities, transfers from chair to bed or lying to sitting, swinging, catching, lunging. So, some of the exercises and examples that I give in this video is for things that are like squatting, rowing, pushing, carrying, different things that are related to somebody's functional ability to do things. If you had somebody just doing a sit to stand, you could say that that's more of a therapeutic exercise because you're focusing more on strength. However, if you have like a kettlebell or something where they have to retrieve an item from the floor, that would be something where you're adding another parameter in there and it's more applicable to somebody's job. And that would be instead of just a sit to stand, that would be more of like a lift floor to waist. So in the video, there's some examples for that. And we do have a CPT code in the visit list that you can look at to help with billing for it, but give that a shot. And I break down between therapeutic activities in the beginning of the video. And then the second part of the video, you'll see just therapeutic exercises, which perhaps you can make as an activity, but just basic strengthening things to do with the kettlebell. But incorporating some of that will give you some different tools to use, especially with your workers' compensation patients, where you're trying to work on activities that are replicating the job they have to do. So if you have somebody coming in that works for Amazon, they should be doing things like lifting floor to waist, lifting carries, suitcase squats, things like that that's going to replicate carrying and lifting items. Even walking on the treadmill could be a therapeutic activity if they have to walk as part of their job. So, with regards to documentation, right? When you're writing out which ones are activities, which ones are exercises, in the box that we have on the SOAP note, use the therapeutic activity box and just write out lift and carry, lift floor to waist, write those out. And then typically, if you just follow it up with something as simple as to improve functional performance or to improve tolerance to work related activities, is usually fine to write in your assessment and to write in that box as far as justification for those codes, right? And what we're trying to do now too is in the flow sheet, when you write out your therapeutic activity, lift, floor to waist, etc., when you do sets and reps, afterwards, write what you're doing. So if it's therapeutic activity, write TA. If you're doing something related to gait training, after whatever your sets and reps are, write GT. And if you're doing something with neuroreed, just use NR. And I think that would make it a little bit easier for the PTs, PTAs, whoever might be doing the treatment next time, so they know exactly which exercise or activity is therapeutic activity, which one is neuroreed, etc. So give that a shot. And like always, reach out if you have questions.